Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's like kills the hype when, things are leaked early, or do you not even care? For me personally, I don't really care, but I can see why it can really, be a hype killer for a lot of people. But it seems like nowadays things just get leaked so often, it's really hard. But, I think companies are starting to find a way, because think about the Smash reveals lately, the Smash Ultimate reveals, a lot of those nobody saw coming. Like, they got Ridley in there, got King K. Rool, although that did leak the day before, I believe. But still, you got Simon Belmont. Oh, right, that leaked the day before as well. But Ridley was hype. What is going on, guys? Hope you're all doing great. I'm doing okay. So today, the final character for Dragon Ball FighterZ DLC, Season Pass, Season 1, was revealed. And to nobody's surprise, it was Android 17. Dragon Ball Super's Android 17. And he looks pretty awesome. So when the entire DLC list was leaked months and months ago, this was the one character I was excited for. And it's not because of Super. I think that's where a lot of the 17 fans now came from, was Dragon Ball Super. But I've always liked the character. Like, if you go back years, probably a few years now on my channel, you'll see I have videos on there of me playing Dragon Ball Budokai 3 with a friend of mine. And my mains in that game were Krillin and Android 17. Like, I always liked the character. So you can go back and you'll see that I was playing that character, like, way back. He was always, like, appealing to me for a variety of reasons, which I'm not going to get into right now. But the point is, this character was leaked months ago. I can't remember how people leaked it. I'm pretty sure they just data mined. So yeah, turns out those leaks were 100% true. Every single one. I had my doubts about base Goku and base Vegeta, but we got them. At that point, I was already convinced that the leaks were 100% true, and Android 17 was coming at the end of September. And here he is coming next week, next Thursday, I believe, right before the Switch launch of Dragon Ball FighterZ. But now this has me curious, because I believe back in March. You know what? Let's take a look at it right now. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the webpage I was looking at here. So this was posted on March 8th. Now, just to be clear, this whole thing with this Season 2 leak, I'm sure it was covered months ago, back when it first leaked. But I just want to just go back to it and let's look at it from a perspective now. Because I'm sure back then a lot of people just dismissed it. So let's look into it a little bit more and see if there's any kind of hint that this might have some legitimacy. Alright, so this was posted back on March 8th on my PlayStation Lifestyle. Okay, let's see it. So what does this say? Daz Vergeben is particularly renowned leaker in the fighting game community. I've never heard of him, but I don't really pay attention to leaks that much. But anyways, having recently leaked information about Injustice 2, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and other titles. Injustice 2? Interesting. I wonder what he leaked. Now, he's back with new information on the upcoming Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2 DLC. Yada yada. The source says the second DLC will feature 8 new characters. Excitingly, several female fighters will come into the roster. Okay, so here's the full information from the leak. So he leaked this on Reddit, apparently. The Season 2 DLC was just finished planning, and they started translating the paperwork the day before they got fired. So he says... Oh, so whoever leaked it to him was apparently fired from Arc System Works? Bandai? I don't know. Apparently this person was fired. I will ignore that part anyways. Let's just skip to the bottom right here real quick and let's see. Season 1. So what does it say? Season 1 DLC. Broly, Bardock, Normal Goku, Normal Vegeta, Vegeta Blue, Merge Zamasu, 17, and Cooler. As we all know, that's about right. But this is where it gets a little interesting. It says they should all be out by July, which we obviously know now that's not true, because it's end of September and now we're finally getting 17. So that'll be all the DLC out, including the new stage. So anyways, let's go to the characters. So they say Season 2, according to them, will be Tapion and Gogeta. Tapion from movie 13, I believe. Gogeta. Now, Gogeta can be a little believable. And the fact that it just says it just says Gogeta, no Super Gogeta, no Super Saiyan, nothing. I can kind of see this coming, because from what I heard, the new Broly movie coming out next year is supposed to introduce Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Because they already have Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and it's supposed to introduce Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. So I can see that, being a possibility to try and coincide with the movie. But then it also says Master Roshi, which I can also see, who's also getting like a lot of screen time in the Dragon Ball Super manga from what I've heard. I haven't been reading it, but that's what I've heard. And even in Dragon Ball Super, the anime, he was getting a lot of spotlight there towards the end too. Videl with Great Saiyaman. This one's a little odd, but I can see, Videl a good choice just to pack on more female fighters. I like Videl. I wouldn't mind seeing her. But I hope it's like Great Saiyaman 2 Videl. And because I think that would be really cool to see her in her Great Saiyaman costume working with Great Saiyaman, who I would also like as his old character, but it's not in the cards apparently. Raditz and Zarbon. Now Raditz, I can see, they put in normal Goku, normal Vegeta, and Nappa. So Raditz, huge possibility. From what I've heard, he's popular in Japan. And, he can already have a lot of dramatic finishes. He could have one with Goku. He could have one with Piccolo. So even like, yeah, I think that's about it. Those are the only characters he really interacted with. And Krillin as well, but that was briefly. Zarbon, no idea why this character would be in there, but I'm sure he's got his own fans, so I'm hoping you guys get what you want. Kaba and Kale from Dragon Ball Super. Now, Kaba, okay, fair enough. He was added to Dragon Ball Xenoverse just, was it earlier this year or late last year? I think it was sometime last year. But he's a pretty cool character. Kale with Khalifa. Now I was wondering why they would choose Kale over Khalifa, but now kind of thinking about it, it's probably the whole like buffed out Broly Kale. So I can see why they would choose that one. To choose to put Kale as the playable one with the Khalifa assist. Because seeing like the Broly'd out Kale fighting against Broly would be pretty awesome. So it's important to note that Dazverge Ben said to treat this as a rumor and with a grain of salt. Fair enough. His track record in the past has definitely been spot on, but he does clarify that this is not his usual source and that he hasn't been able to confirm everything. Furthermore, he's remarked he really serves the community as manager advisor for Bandai Namco. Hey, just want to say that the so-called leakers making stuff up. Don't trust everything you see on the internet. I know I'm not going to this further. Please look forward to SoCal. So, Mark Julio apparently says that this is BS. I guess we'll find out. Because Season 1 was clearly not BS. So I'm not sure if this was all proven false already. It may have been, but I don't know. It's hard to say now, because the last leak list was proven completely true now. So if this is really the characters we're getting in Season 2, I'm hyped for it, but also I'm a little disappointed because it's like we already know the characters again. That's what kind of made these last few months with the DLC reviews so like anti-hype in a way, because we already knew these characters were coming. There was no surprises at all. The only thing that was a surprise that I'm really hyped about is the new stage we're getting, which from what I heard is like an esports stage, so that sounds dope. But I thought there would be more stages put in this game by now. I'm hyped for Android 17. When there's a trailer out, I'll definitely go over talking about it, because although I don't play a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ now, I'm definitely going to get back into it now that 17 is here, and I can finally complete my team of Yamcha, Krillin, and 17. So I'm excited for that. I'll definitely be playing a lot more of Dragon Ball FighterZ from now on. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Look at this. Can you guys see this? Can you see that? All these scratches? That's from this guy right here. That's from this guy right here. Can we see him? Oh, look at that. Yeah, he got me good. Oh, yeah, you want to fight again? Nah, he doesn't want to fight on camera.